So we've got reverse de la Riva and we've got de la Riva. So a lot of times, you can turn back this way. There you go. A lot of times when you stuff, try to go for your knee cut, they'll then catch you here. So this is one thing that can happen when you enter the knee cut. And this is gonna make it really hard because they're basically controlling your leg with this hook. So it's gonna be hard to continue knee cutting. There's ways to get rid of this so you can still keep knee cutting, but obviously we wanna try to avoid this altogether, right, if we can. So that's the first thing that could happen. The second thing is they could get the knee shield and they'll use this to push you out, and then you might have to completely come out of the guard and then they, you know, set something up, or maybe you can switch to another pass, but you'll get pushed out of the knee cut if they get a really strong knee shield like this. And then the third thing they'll do is lasso. So they'll throw in the lasso here, and they'll use this to stop you from knee cutting, okay? So those are the basic, like, 3 things they're gonna try to do when you enter into the knee cut. So whenever I'm going into this, like, pressure style knee cut, I like to try to avoid all of those things, right? So we're gonna practice, like, the perfect knee cut, right? We're gonna close all these spaces so we don't give them a chance to set up any of these things, okay? Because we wanna assume when we're setting something up that they've got, like, perfect jiu-jitsu. They're gonna throw everything at us to defend, okay? So how do we defend the reverse de la Riva? Instead of coming in and not pinning this leg to the ground and leaving space, that's how they're gonna catch this reverse de la Riva. So what I need to do instead, as I come in, I need to close this space right here, okay? So I need to have my calf connected to my hamstring, okay? Then they won't have the space to throw in that hook, okay? So watch it one more time. I'm gonna come to the side. Now I'm gonna close it, okay? And you can see how I kind of start sitting my hip too, all right? So we're gonna do it from the back so you guys can see. So I'm gonna shuffle to the side, I'm gonna pin her leg to the ground, and I'm gonna close that space. So now she can catch it. Now when I close it, she can't catch it, okay? Try to put in your hook, okay? So one more time, I'm gonna go here, pin the knee to the ground, and then go in for my knee cut, closing that space, okay? So that's the first thing we wanna do. I'm gonna kind of throw a lot of things at you guys and we're gonna practice it, okay? So that's the first thing you wanna focus on as you shuffle, closing this space. The second thing, and we kind of practiced this a little bit just now, you wanna sit your hip, okay? So this is gonna close the space so they can't get in the knee shield, okay? So if I have my elbow on the outside and I don't sit my hip, that's when they're gonna push me away, okay? So I wanna get my elbow on the inside and then I wanna sit my hip. So now you guys can see there's no space here. If I'm like straight up and down here, there's gonna be space. But if I sit my hip into them, I'm gonna close all that space, okay? So we're here, we're not straight up and down where they can slip in the knee shield. We're gonna be right here, okay? So I want my knee to be kind of far down on the thigh, right here. And I'm gonna come around and help you guys and adjust you and make sure you look good, okay? And then the third thing, the lasso, just like we were just practicing, we're gonna keep the legs split. If I keep the legs split, I'm gonna take away a lot of mobility in this top leg, and it's gonna be hard for her to throw in the lasso. If I relax, she's gonna throw in the lasso, okay? If I keep her legs at this max split and I start like sitting my weight into her, it's gonna be really hard for her to throw in that lasso, okay? So that's the other thing we're gonna practice right here, okay? So we're gonna do the same exact drill, and I know that was a lot of information, so I want you to communicate with your partner, and I just want you to practice everything one at a time, okay? So I want you to go and have them try to get reverse de la Riva, and then practice that for a while, and then have them try to get the knee shield, practice that for a while, and then the lasso, okay? And I'm gonna come around and help you out and make sure that you understand everything. So if I want her to try to get the reverse de la Riva, come here, make sure I'm closing the space so she can't get it, so I know it's good. Come here, try to get the knee shield. She can't get it, I'm sitting into her, okay? Do you guys have any questions? I know that was a lot of information. We're gonna practice this and make sure we all understand it. Any questions? No? Okay, let's try it out. 1, 2, 3.